Hi, welcome to Leadership Moment 1. Why Emotional Intelligence? My name is Jinsy George. I'm a learning consultant with Arya Consulting, and I will be your facilitator for today. Before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that I will be on the video only for a few minutes, and after that, I'll take myself off so you can concentrate completely on what's happening. Okay, with that, let's begin. Allan and Steve, they are two fictional characters. Let's get to know them. Both Aaron and Stephen have Masters of Engineering and Civil Engineering degrees. They're both managers of two different teams. They've both given 9 years of their life in service of their organization. They have both got high technical capabilities. So now, both Aaron and Steve may sound pretty similar to all of you. But here's the difference between the two of them. Aaron is someone who's immensely liked by his team members and his peers. He's respected, he's looked up to as a mentor and a coach. Therefore, he also has a highly motivated team that has stayed loyal to him over a number of years. Stephen, on the other hand, he's more a boss than a leader. And I hope you know what I mean. He is known to be abrupt and brash in meetings and one-on-ones. Some of them would also say that he's quite condescending. And needless to say, he has high attrition in his teams. He's not had folks stay with him for over a year or two. Now, what's the critical difference between the two of them? What makes them so different? Why is Aaron a transformational leader? And why is Steve a transactional leader? If your answer to that question was emotional intelligence, then bingo, you get 100 points. That critical difference is emotional intelligence, EI, also known as emotional quotient. Intelligent people are often described as having high IQs, but more often than not, in the business world, the most competent, capable, and effective individuals are those with high EQs and not IQs. In fact, people with average scores on traditional intelligence tests outperform those with high IQs 70% of the time. And the reason is the presence of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the type of intangible intelligence that gives people an awareness of their emotions and the impact of their emotional state. But it doesn't stop there. High EQ individuals also understand how to manage their emotions and the emotions of others, particularly in pressure-filled situations. Soft skills like empathy, curiosity, trust, these are all built on the foundation of emotional intelligence. And we are now learning more and more that soft skills are the key to organizational success and, if I may say, personal success. EQ or EI, emotional quotient or emotional intelligence, they are not a new concept or a newly discovered superpower. There's always been work done historically to understand the connection between emotions and intelligence. It was first theoretically presented as emotional intelligence by James Mayer and Peter Salovey in 1990. And it was soon followed by the exemplary and the very well-known work of Daniel Goleman, the man who's on the screen in front of you right now, in his book called Emotional Intelligence, Why It Matters More Than IQ in 1995. Now, I'll give you about 30 seconds to just read what's on the screen and what Daniel Goleman says about emotional intelligence as the differentiator. So, Daniel Goleman says that emotional intelligence is a stronger predictor than IQ in how people will perform once they are given a job. Now, since emotional intelligence or EQ can be such a slippery subject to understand, I think it's useful to explore the numbers and statistics associated with emotional intelligence. Let's do that for all the numbers people out there. EQ is responsible for 58% of professional success, regardless of job category. What does that mean? It means of all the workplace skills a person can possess, none of them is more impactful than emotional intelligence. It is the single strongest predictor of performance, and it serves as the foundation for a lot of other critical skills like time management, communication, and customer service. The next one, 90% of top performers score high on emotional intelligence. Just 20% of low performers score high on emotional intelligence. What does that say? The more emotionally intelligent you are, the more likely you will be a top performer. Given this statistic, it is extremely unlikely that anyone with a low EQ score will become a top performer. Unless, of course, they work hard to develop their emotional intelligence. The last one, people with high emotional intelligence earn on an average $29,000 more annually than those who scored low on emotional quotient. Isn't that an interesting statistic? Clearly, people who perform well, they get paid more, and there is a direct correlation between salary and emotional intelligence. For each percentage point increase in EQ, a person can add up to $1,300 to their annual salary. And this has been found to be true across industries, regions, and levels. PepsiCo performed an internal study revealing that managers with highly developed EQ skills actually outperformed yearly revenue targets by 15 to 20%. Here's the fun fact. Managers with low EI, emotional intelligence, they underperformed at the same rate, 15 to 20%. In short, emotionally intelligent leaders possess qualities that drive their teams and themselves to succeed. So now, we have established that EI is a powerful force that can determine our success. How do we succinctly define emotional intelligence? Here's a good, simple definition for all of you to remember. EI is the capacity to recognize and understand your emotions and the emotions of others. On a historic level, organizations have typically focused on skill development, which is perfectly appropriate for a technical learning environment. However, remember Allan and Steve? If we are wanting to build leaders as against bosses, the first step will be to become emotionally intelligent, to recognize your own patterns of behavior, and to see how you bring yourself to your team and to your peers every day. I'm going to come back on video now. And I'm back. Thank you for joining me for Leadership Moment 1. Please take time to complete the journal that was sent to you on Monday, May 11th. If you have any questions, please write to me. My email ID will be up on the screen now, and if not, I'm sure I'm in your email, in your inbox already. I would also love to know your thoughts about Leadership Moment 1, this particular video that you just saw. Why emotional intelligence? So write to me and let me know. See you next Wednesday. Stay safe. Bye-bye.